Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to show you guys how to restore your non-stick pans. This is a Granite Stone Diamond Pro. Yeah, I got it at Walmart or something like that for $30. I'll put a link on where you can find one on Amazon down below. I've had this for a couple years now. As you can see, it doesn't look too good. Things are getting stuck to it. Kind of this little flake here. But there's definitely a film kind of on the top of it that you need to clean off, and then it'll work significantly better. So let me show you guys how I clean these up. Then we'll cook an egg over there, see how it works. Basically, we'll start over here in the sink. Put you guys down. So what I recommend, getting a magic eraser, some dish soap. Kind of coat the bottom of your pan with it. This magic eraser is basically a light sandpaper. So basically we're just going to lightly take off that film that built up on it. That's making it so that things don't stick very well to the pan. And I'm using off-brand dish soap, a Dawn dish soap. It's probably the best. But this stuff works pretty well too. So we'll cover the whole bottom of the pan, scrub it real good. Again, you're just trying to scrub off that little fine film that's on the top of it that's making it things stick to it. Then we'll clean it with water. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to boil water in it. 15-20 minutes. That should get off any remaining residue on there. Then we should be ready to go to cook on it. So get all the soap out of it now, fill it up with some water. I'll wipe this thing down. The magic eraser is also good for getting kind of these carbon deposits off here too. That I can real difficult to get off with another sponge. So again, these magic erasers, they're good for pans, not just your walls. Again, don't be too aggressive with them. That's looking pretty good. Again, this is looking, not perfect, but better. Again, we're going to see how boiling the water works. We got a lot of soap in this sponge here. And again, this is after a couple years of owning this pan, maybe even 3 years, I think. It's gotten abused. But again, I do this, I've done this once before on this pan, and it worked really well, and that was about 6 months ago. So we are looking better. Let's fill it up with some water. We'll get back over here on the stove. See if I can do this one-handed here. Yep, we got it. Put you guys there. We'll turn our burner on. Turn your hood on. I'll put you guys on a time lapse here and we'll watch this boil. Alright guys, so it's done boiling. I let it boil for about 10 minutes. You can see there's maybe still a little bit, kind of that brownish glaze on there, or film. pour this down. Boiling water is great for cleaning out your sink disposal. Still, you know, a little bit of a haze on there. So what I do now, I let it cool down. And then I'll do the same thing with the soap. See if I can get you guys adjusted right there. Repeat step one basically. This thing cools down pretty quick. Put some water in it. So again, we'll just scrub off that film with this magic eraser as best we can. Seems like around the edges, or around kind of the bevel of this pan is where you get the most of that film. The back looks really good. You can see the water is kind of beating up on it. It's a good sign that we've increased the non-stick factor here. That water kind of beads up. So we'll dry it off. Let's cook an egg. It's breakfast time, I'm hungry. And we'll see how this ends up looking. Let's see here, make sure we're all dried off. Alright, we'll get back over here to the stove. Already got our nice hot stove there. Get you guys positioned here to catch this cooking action. Grab an egg here. Oop, almost lost you guys there. Get you guys positioned there, should be a little more stable. We'll crack an egg right in the pan here. Usually I put a little bit of olive oil, vegetable oil on there. I'm just gonna do a light olive oil glaze here. In the pan. I'd probably start, if you do this every time with the olive oil or some vegetable oil, it'll make it last significantly longer. I never did this when I first got it. I just said, oh, it's a non-stick pan, it's a miracle. I don't need to put anything on it. So just a light dab of olive oil there. Let's crack an egg. We'll scramble it in the pan here. Alright, let's turn on just a little bit of heat. Let's see how this moves around. So it moves around pretty good in the pan. See if I can adjust you guys up higher like I was trying to do earlier. We'll start scrambling this one little egg here. Already a good enough amount of heat, so it's cooking up pretty quick. I can already see improvement in the non-stick factor of this pan here. Things are scraping away easily. Just using a wooden spatula here that's dull. Again, they always say you can use the metal ones and they're metal safe, but I recommend just a wooden spatula. This is scrambling up nice here. Everything's scraping away nicely. It's got it on a high heat right now, so we're cooking pretty quick. Nice scrambled egg here, almost done. This pan's working pretty good. We're still getting a little bit of stick here. but it is scratching off and it'll clean up pretty quick, I think. Again, I've used this pan a lot over the last 3 years. Again, if you do a little bit of vegetable oil or olive oil before you cook on it, it'll make it last significantly longer. There we go, we're done. Let's go ahead and plate this egg here. We'll take a look at the pan. So we're left with, that's the stick on there. Let's take this back over to the sink. See how easy it cleans up. Good amount of heat still on that pan. Now with just a little bit of water, pretty much all scrapes up. Again, always be careful. Make sure you don't burn yourself. A tiny bit of soap. A little bit down there. We got all the stuck on stuff off. Let's see, and there you go, guys. Again, not perfect, but significantly better than how we started. Cooked the egg up just fine. Again, an abused pan. We were able to restore it at least a little bit. Again, there's a lot of scratches in there for me using metal utensils. Don't do that. But not too bad for a 3-year-old pan. I'll put a link down below where you guys can buy one. Again, this is the Granite Stone Diamond Pro. But again, I appreciate you guys watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe, like the video. If you got any questions, put them down in the comments below. And I'll catch you all next time.